If you're new here, my name is Charlotte Bauer. I'm the founder of The Abundant Mum, and we talk all things building businesses, side hustles, creating additional income streams, navigating it all as a mum, looking after your family and chasing after your dreams. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. Now let's get into today's episode. Now, according to Forbes, over 200 million content creators worldwide. So you will see this is big business at the moment, and it is a huge ecosystem of creators, brands, agencies, social media platforms, all working together for a common goal. Now, what has been on the rise more recently within the last couple of years within companies and brands marketing strategy is the use of UGC. Now, UGC basically stands for user generated content, and it's just where brands incorporate within that marketing strategy UGC style videos and ads. So you would have seen probably scrolling on your TikTok or Instagram, ads where people, it looks like real human beings talking about the product or service like you and me. Now, this has been on the rise because of the authenticity it gives. Brands and clients and customers can see themselves in the people advertising it. It feels more authentic, therefore the conversions are that much higher. So this particular marketing strategy using UGC has really grown over the last couple of years, and it's also meant that there's been space for a lot more people. So if you can imagine, a brand has multiple demographics depending on the product or service, and they want their clients and customers to be able to see themselves using the product. So that means there is space for younger demographic, older, middle age, male, female, depending on the product and service. So that means that there's an opportunity for lots and lots of content creators. And generally, a brand will only use maybe the same face or person for a certain selected amount of time. They like to refresh it, we change it, because obviously as consumers, we get savvy, we see the same faces, it starts to lose its effect. So what this means is there is ample opportunity, no matter your age or race, to become a UGC creator and use that to your advantage. And I think what a lot of people has done, because notoriously we've affiliated the creator economy with the younger generation, they forgot that actually there is a spot. And I myself, I've been doing UGC content creation for brands for the last 3.5 years, and I have seen the increase in call outs for older creators, for parents, grandparents, and except more and more, except that there is less and less people responding to these posts because they don't know that there's actually a space for them in the game, which I think is a super exciting opportunity as well. And I remember myself, so last year when I turned 40, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older, dreading it. But actually, and I was thinking maybe it may affect my opportunities as a UGC creator, but my business has grown again in the last year, and I'm able to even reach out to a whole different niche. I'm working with more wellness brands, looking at things that support hormones, as we start to get grey in hair as we get older, working with brands like that. So there is so much opportunity, as well as working with brands that I still love, like lifestyle, wellness, home, all of that stuff as well. So that it just creates an even bigger opportunity. And I think people are leaving money on the table when they think perhaps the creator economy is not for them, and I would encourage anyone to jump in on the game. Now, how I got started within my UGC journey was kind of accidentally. So about a couple of years ago, I've had my coaching consulting business for years, maybe probably about 6 years, but it was typically running by itself. There wasn't much new things that needed to be doing, and I wanted a creative outlet, and also I'm always wanting to add additional income streams. So I remember scrolling TikTok a little while ago, I saw a video about UGC and I thought, let me try it. Now, my story is not typical, because after I decided to try it, jump in, I literally created a portfolio from stuff I had around the house, and then I jumped on Upwork, and within less than a week of me saying I want to become a UGC creator, I applied for a job and got my first job. Now that job on Upwork, it wasn't greatly paid, but it was paid, and that was when I was able to say, oh, okay, actually there is room for me and I can actually make money from this. And I knew it was only a matter of time before I got more experience. I would start working with bigger brands, and I would up my fee for what I charge. So that was how I literally got started, and I'm so glad I did 3 years ago, because the opportunities that have opened up to me have literally blown my mind. It's all been an income stream that has changed mine and my family's lives as well. What I think particularly can sometimes affect being a older creator, millennial creator, or those in parents and grandparents age, is thinking that you're going to be overlooked for opportunities. Now, what I do want to discuss, as I said before, there is so much opportunities. Brands are looking for people to represent their demographic. As I said, there is such a small space, limited amount of creators that fit into that demographic, and they want a variety of faces, they want a variety of accents, a variety of races. So if you've been thinking about it, now is 100% your chance to jump in, start to build a name and a reputation for yourself as well. And one of the things, I think, as you get older, you also have more life experience, so you can start to work with a multitude of brands. You can also bring your input into it and say, perhaps this is, because sometimes you've got someone who's working on a creative team at a brand, and actually they don't really know about the real user perspective. Maybe they're not that demographic. So you, with your experience and wisdom, do not overlook it. It is a valuable asset to brands, and you can bring that in, and that can also open up doors for you to become a creative strategist as well. Now, as we know, particularly post the pandemic, more and more brands have put within their policies that they want a diverse portfolio to represent them on the social medias. Also, more and more brands are having to compete with the whole content wheel. So they need tons of content. They need lots of creators. And again, I think this is where it shows that there's absolutely opening for you. And those of you that listen to this here in the UK is still very much behind the US in terms of opening up and using this UGC strategy and the creator economy as a whole. So I think there's such an opportunity for people, if you listen to this, to start growing your personal brand, start getting involved in the creator economy, and start getting some of that content money as well. Start to think, okay, but is the industry oversaturated? One thing I would always say, whether it's content creator or any business, use your uniqueness to make you stand out. So no one can be like you, no one can talk like you, no one has the mannerisms like you. And the more you own that, and the more you put that out and you practice, you speak on camera, you get yourself out there, you're going to stand out, because there isn't no one like you. And what a lot of people do is they replicate what they see. So again, that even goes for your portfolio. If you have, like, particularly you're a colourful person, or you have particular images, put that on there. That will help you stand out. If you are putting your videos, you've got a unique way that you like to edit, or a unique way that you like to speak, use that. Put that in there. You've got certain isms and things that you like to do, put that in there. That is going to only be your unique selling point. It's going to be the thing that maybe another brand is going to choose you over another person as well. Again, I know some people think about, okay, can I get involved in this if my house isn't aesthetic? If you've got like a colourful personality, a colourful house, again, that can be a real good advantage as well, because people are looking for real life people. They're also looking for people that actually stand out as well, and that will be endearing, and it will help with conversions as well. So own your uniqueness, and that is really going to support you as you move forward within your journey as well. So how do you get started with UGC? So it literally is, it hasn't really changed from day dot. Obviously I've got deeper content you can go on. So I have another video that goes into this in much deeper detail. You can go and have a look. I also have a guide that will pin in the comments, a completely free guide. today's topic, then make sure that you do leave a comment below, and if you want me to delve into anything deeper, do let me know and we'll do that in a future episode. Make sure that you do subscribe, you put that notification bell on for the next episode, and I'll see you here again, and we will be talking more things about becoming an abundant mum.